Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, Artisan was very, very generous when they sent out this Revel to check out. As you can see, they sent out 3 different versions. These are the 3 versions that are currently available with the FRN handle and ARPM9 steel. Of course, you got the brown, the black, and then you've got that sort of jade. They're calling it mint green. It's not really jade. It's more of a mintish type green. You're either going to get a stonewash or a PVD coated blade on it. Now we're just going to check out one of them. Let's do black. We'll go with black, and we'll kind of talk about the other 2 here in a little bit. But of course, the Revel is a design collaboration with Mr. Ray Laconico himself. There it is. But like I said, all 3 have the FRN handle. Fairly open construction. You do have a small back spacer there with a lanyard post going on it. Deep carry clip, which is reversible. Very nice. The FRN, you know, I always say FRN probably not my most favorite handle material. And it's not. Just the overall feel of it. It's just kind of got that to me, it has the most plasticky feel to it. But not bad. It's got decent grip with the milling going on in there. There you go. It's kind of sort of almost like a sunburst pattern. Decent milling. I mean, everything is chamfered off very nicely. We'll check the centering. Very good. Very nice. But overall, done very well. Now, of course, they have had premium versions of this one. I do have an S90... No, MagnaCut. I'm sorry, a MagnaCut version of it. Was thinking S90V real quick. But nope, it is definitely MagnaCut. Now, you've got a couple different deployment options. Of course, you have the hole there, or you can flip it with the button. They are button locks, as you can see. Now, that's one thing we're going to talk about here in a little bit is how the button acts with all 3 of these differently. But you've got a nice clip point blade. There you go. Artisan. RPM 9. But nice clip point. Jimping is okay. It's not really catching my thumb, so I would say it's more for decoration than anything out. All 3 of them deploy pretty smoothly. Now, this one does have a little bit of button stick to it. And I'm pretty sure that's a result of the coated blade, because if we go to the mint green one and the stonewash blade, absolutely no button stick. Shake shut. Yeah, there is no button stick on this one. Now, if we go to the other hand, if we go to the brown one has a decent... If you get a good flip on it, you can probably hear it. That one's got a decent amount of button stick. And like I said, the only ones that do are the 2 with the PVD coated blades. So I'm guessing there's some, you know, just the thickness of the coating or a burr or something on there. It will most likely go away with time, work its way out. I mean, if not, you can always, you know, kind of take it apart and do a little maintenance on it as well. Try to remove that coating around that area. You know, try to fix it up. But overall, not too bad. Definitely a Laconico design for sure. Looks like he's got a kind of a style with his clip points that he seems to stick to. So you're pretty much looking at an 8-inch knife, about a 4.5-inch blade, or handle, 3.5-inch blade. Cutting edge is going to come in closer to 3 1/4. And then your grip length is going to come out to about 3 3/4. So I have just a little bit left over in my grip. So a little bit bigger hands. No forward finger choil on this one. You do have a nice sharpening choil going on there. Oh, where's that? There it is. It's hiding. I got too much stuff on my table. Get a weight on it. I guess I need to show you some size comparisons too, huh? 102 grams or 3.6 ounces. So yeah, let's do some size comparisons. We always do that. So here it is up against the old bug out. Definitely a little bit larger knife than the bug out. And it's going to be more PM2-ish size. Let's go. There we go. Blades, really pretty close. I mean, you're going to have a little bit more cutting edge on the Revel itself. And handles, I mean, yeah, the PM2's got it by just a minimal amount on the handle. Deep carry clip goes in pretty nice. Got a decent pop coming out, like I said, with that texture on the handle. It's going to give you a little bit extra grip. I mean, it's not really a pocket ripper or anything like that. It just gives you that a nice little bit of grip going in and out of the pocket. So overall, what do I think? Well, I'm going to put the black one down for just a little bit, and we're going to bring the mint green one out and check it out. Fit and finish on all of these is really pretty nice, for sure. Deep carry clip. Overall comfort, action on them is pretty good. Now, we'll talk about action. Pretty good. Now, like I said, the two with the coated blade have a certain amount of button stick. The black one it's there. The brown one, though, it just seems to have a little bit more. Yeah, it's got a decent amount of button stick. Now, like I said, that may work out over time, but overall, the construction done very well. Look nice. Now, let's go with comfort. Ergos, that's my big thing. You guys know that. Ergos are fantastic. Like I said, it's a little bit larger. So, a little bit larger hands could easily accommodate. Grip, the pocket clip, not even remotely an issue. Fits in my hand very, very nicely. Comes down, squeezes in. Yeah, that feels really, really good in hand. Now, of course, you guys know I like raised designs. I'd have to say I like his, the way he does his drop points. That's probably the epitome of his designs. They're simple, straight lines, drop points. Yeah, for sure. Revel definitely has his clip point language to it, for sure. But overall, I think Artisan's got a pretty good one. The biggest thing about this is, if you go check them out, man, $45. $45 for these. That is an awesome deal, in my opinion. Absolutely 100%. You're going to get yourself a really good budget knife. I've had some people, talk negatively, I guess, about RPM steel, RPM 9. I have never had an issue with any of the RPM knives that I have. They take a really good edge. It lasts pretty decently. The edge does, and of course, you guys know I'm a big time, I strop. So it holds an edge. The edge comes back pretty nicely with a decent strop. And yeah. So I'm sure there's probably a bad one or two out there. I think that's kind of, when I say bad, I mean, heat treat might not be exactly where it should be for optimal performance. But hey, when you're heat treating a large batch of knives, that's probably going to happen unless you do it each knife, each blade individually, just to get it. It's going to happen. So, but I dig the Revel. Like I said, I've got the MagnaCut version. Really love that one. It's MagnaCut, So, but let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Overall, I think Artisan's got a really, really decent budget knife in this version of the Revel. So, really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by today. As always, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.